cracked the hull.
It just hooked on me.
2025, we're the only new team on the block.
Once you get out on the racetrack, all you want to do is win.
We had just a few weeks to go from the spreadsheet to a functional race team.
We're in Italy, away we go.
Let's go, let's go.
It just hooked on me.
0 to 0 in 30 seconds. He damaged the foil. I find it really stressful.
But away we go.
Katie, did you have contact confirmed?
Yeah, they hit me from behind.
She got hit there by Drogba.
We've actually cracked the hull.
My wallet is hurting a bit, to be honest.
Statistically, most of the time you're not winning, so that means you're losing or you're coming second or third.
Well, let's go and ask some of the other teams if they'll give us a vote.
Move everywhere with confidence in life and you'll be fine.
2025, we're the only new team on the block. We've only had 3 races so far. That's been a challenge because everybody else has had a year to build on what they've learned already.
Beautiful out of the final corner for Katie Munnings.
We peaked pretty early though with the very first qualifying session in Jeddah.
That is a stunning lap, fastest of the session.
It kind of came a bit too early in a way.
For the first time, Team AlUla is going to take pole position.
We were able to get a podium in the 3rd race.
Katie Munnings in 3rd.
I think everybody has come together and built a great team.
And I'm very happy to prove that we've got what it takes to fight up there with the top boats.
What a spectacular setting this is here at Lake Maggiore.
This is a big event for everybody here in the E1. Obviously, this is the home base for the Race Academy. We started off our journey here in the E1.
This is where so much of the development took place over a 2-year period.
I guess it's a bit of a cliche to say it's a family.
There's a really wide spectrum of personalities at play here. And my role and Barney's role as well is about giving people the right environment to be able to do their very best work. It's like being on the worst version of Big Brother ever.
John and Barney being both co-team principals, they have built this Team AlUla champion by LeBron James very well.
From the moment when I first spoke to them, I could tell that they were going to be competitive.
So many worldwide superstars as well, linked with the ownership of these teams.
We couldn't be more proud to have LeBron James at the helm of our team. Just a huge icon for us all.
The whole ethos behind him and his legacy in sport and what he stands for is something that really inspires us.
That fan's pretty slick, huh?
Oh.
77.
My agent bought that for me.
Come on.
We made some pretty strong rules when it was hiring people for this team. I want to be able to push them. I want them to push us. But I also want to be able to go for a beer with them and break bread every evening.
We had just a few weeks to go from the spreadsheets and plans and ideas to a functional race team. And I don't think you can go through that experience and not care about it. It becomes like a big part of your life.
So we're heading now for shakedown. We have never raced in the rain, so I'm just saying that we need to get some wet tyres out, make the clicks a bit softer on the suspension. I'm making dad jokes now.
I know it doesn't rain often, but this is ridiculous. Yeah. Myself and Barney are old university friends. We studied motorsport engineering, and we had quite different career paths actually. Barney went off into F1 and I went off into kind of different industries. John from Barney, so Nico.
My background is heavily in trackside engineering in Formula 1 and other categories of motorsport. So naturally I slot quite easily into the role of data engineering and race engineering. And I'm very lucky that having John next to me takes a lot of the day-to-day struggles away so that I can focus on getting into the details of what's going on with the boat, where the drivers can find some extra performance.
Probably get a photograph of this. And we said like, it would be fun to start a race team. Champions of the water. Yeah. The more we talked about it, the more we realised actually there's a genuine opportunity in emerging sustainable motorsport that are trying to do something different. We went and saw a race last year and got chatting to the series, and they helped put us together with AlUla, our title sponsor, and obviously with LeBron, so we're proud to represent both. It wasn't on my bingo card, I must be honest. If you just said 5 years ago you're going to be running a race team in an electric powerboat championship, I wouldn't have taken that bet, but I don't regret us going for it.
We're about to get straight in the ice bar.
8 different channels.
Barney, the engineer mind that he had, I could just tell that he had the vision and he had everything it takes to build a strong team. And John from the commercial side, he does the most amazing team talks and team speeches that really motivate everyone, and I could see the combination coming together.
Now?
Yeah.
You're strolling? Yeah. For our first season, I think we're doing a pretty good job of showing up and competing in a tough field. Big fan of it.
Massive difference. Night and day difference.
How can you be stressed when you've got such professionals in the boat, both preparing the boat and driving the boat? It's no drama, is it? In theory.
Teamwork is a massive part of this sport. I was really lucky to be pairing up with Rusty this year because he's such a team player.
Get angry at it. Get all angry.
Rusty's a hugely experienced F1 H2O pilot.
I live on the lake, so it's definitely something we come from, racing boats. I've been around boat racing for many, many years, and learning the foils and the electric technology is incredible. And I feel like race by race, there's always something to learn.
Okay, let's go.
Here comes Rusty Wyatt.
He just wants to go really quick in a boat. And that kind of passion was going to really help us.
What was the exact time?
107.3.
But we also wanted to couple it with Katie, who had a year of experience already in another team, but she's also a really accomplished Extreme E and rallycross driver in her own way.
My dad was a rally driver and I sat on the passenger side of a rally car, and I remember just being so blown away by the sheer speed and adrenaline.
It's so slippery out there.
When I was 17, I had the opportunity to go to a rookie test with Peugeot in a rally car, and I went to Mont Blanc. That's where my journey began with Peugeot. I went into the European Rally Championship with them for 4 years before moving into the World Rally Championship. And then I got the call from Andretti in Extreme E. I signed with them and I raced with Timmy Hansen in Extreme E for 4 years. He led me into the boat because he tried it first and said to me, it's actually the same as driving on land when you get a feeling for the grip on water.
Let's push, let's push.
Katie being this season 2, I've learned a ton from her, and she's very talented.
That's a strong start for Team AlUla.
We are right now 4. Okay, Aoki, they might pass us. So we might slightly get late.
Yeah, that's right.
When we hired Katie, we didn't necessarily know that Chris, her dad, was so keen to get involved. Katie's sister was here this weekend too, and I think that gives her the support she needs to do her best work. It is a real family atmosphere.
Sometimes when I'm here, we'll do some yoga. Katie's my sister, so we have a lot of fun. And Rusty's amazing. I haven't known Rusty for very long, but he's one of the siblings already.
Well hot.
Apparently there's different types of poses that will cool you down when you're too hot.
You're joining our little yoga session.
Have a look at this. I can't even touch my hands if I was to do that. There's absolutely no way.
Do you want to join in, Owen? Rusty wasn't before either. He's a new man. The paddock's small enough to be super friendly. You know, everyone has lunch together, everyone knows each other. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Absolutely not. Only because if I say yes, I'll get made fun of.
What is your go-to gelato flavor being in Italy?
Mint chip, always.
Oh, of course it is.
Wait, what's
of
yours?
course. Vanilla. I've had it twice already.
You are
Twice
so
in one
boring.
day. Twice in one day.
So boring, this guy.
If you were a pizza topping, what would you be and why?
Cheese. Cheesy. I don't know.
We did a running race yesterday and it was probably the most competitive I've seen it all year.
Where's the race director? We need somebody back. Yeah, okay. My hiking shoes.
You're going to be a tough one.
Yeah, but it's too short. 2, 1, go!
Wow! We all get along so well, it's like a big family, but once you get out on the racetrack, of course, everybody's brain switches into race mode and all you want to do is win.
We're at the halfway point of the season for 2025. The average temperature for June, 25 degrees Celsius. But I can tell you, it's 33 degrees Celsius here now.
It's definitely so hot, for sure the hottest race I've been at in a while. We got a bucket of ice water and a rag and kind of around my neck, and sometimes we put it on my feet in the bucket, and it really, really cools me down.
It's hard in this heat. That's been a challenge, kind of keeping everyone's temperature in check.
We're definitely getting familiar with the area, with the heat, and just trying to figure everything out. We go over the race course many different times, but I think a big thing for me is just stay calm, stay focused. That just kind of brings everything together, and just do as best as you can.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
3, 2, 1. There goes green and away we go.
Great for Team AlUla. They timed that excellently well.
Yes, Rusty. Perfect.
Perfect.
Rusty delivered an outstanding start. He absolutely obliterated everyone into turn 1, put us well into the lead, looking like a really easy win.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
We know that getting, particularly in qualifying races where you don't have the long and short lap, getting that track position is so key. And so he delivered a fantastic start to do that. But then disaster strikes.
Oh no.
Let's go, let's go.
AlUla's stopped, and there's been a contact as well with the smart mark as well. AlUla with a problem, I don't know what happened there.
Ask him if he's okay.
Are you okay?
Oh, it just hooked on me so hard.
And we went from 0 to 0 in about 30 seconds, which is pretty bruising.
I think the boat must have broken and then he's hit the mark because he's got no power.
We were unlucky enough that he landed on a smart mark. He damaged the foil, and then we had an issue with the kind of power unit.
Wow, I tell you what, everyone else did a very good job to avoid that stricken RaceBird.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. I honestly, I can't even explain what happened.
It's such a blow for Team AlUla. It's such a strong start. They timed that race procedure start perfectly, but yeah, it wasn't to be today.
Rusty took it pretty heavy, I think. He's not someone who likes crashing boats.
I really want to just look at the data and just what happened. It just hooked and just went, and by the time I felt it hook, it just dipped and went woof. I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm trying to counter steer. It took the trim sensitivity to 12 and took the torque back down to 2. So the only thing I could think is it crossed my arm.
Yeah, and you've gone over all the rotaries.
All
which is,
of them.
like, the nature of the fresh water here, the stillness of the water means that the hydrofoils on the boat are kind of biting and gripping up in ways that we haven't necessarily seen before, and it caught Rusty out. From the broadcast angle, I thought they'd have gone over the top.
Oh man, I thought for sure I was
like,
getting hit.
And then they show the camera looking back, and you're like dead in the water, and they're coming around, and it's just like,
oh man, I literally
like
tensed up like this.
away.
Oh, that is not a good situation. Thank God that didn't happen, because it would have been a whole lot worse.
Do we know yet if it's a repair job or a fresh water?
I mean,
pretty
from the
bad.
broadcast, it was pretty bad. In case you're not sure, this is not optimal. This is not how it's supposed to race. Yeah, it's obviously quite damaged here. It likely is repairable, but not necessarily here or in time. It also means that although we came last in that race, we actually still qualify 5th, right? So we take the pain. We could have scored points in that race, we didn't. But it means tomorrow we're still in the top group. We've got a reasonably favourable draw. We'll get the boat sorted tonight. And we had a similarly challenging weekend in Dubrovnik where we also clipped a smart mark. So my wallet is hurting a bit, to be honest, but it's part of the game. So yeah, we'll change it and we'll go racing tomorrow and we'll get some points.
Melon? What do you think it was? What?
Pineapple for sure. Watermelon, yes, but like a white melon.
Last night, it was a shoe shine machine as we walked in. He was like, I wonder if I take my socks off if it'll buff my toenails.
It feels so good.
Oh, you did it. Do you want to drive?
Yeah, I can do that. Don't you think you can handle it then?
I don't know if I'm going to have any time to get a nap in this afternoon.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty booked.
That's why we gave you the lion. There was a really nice pillow in the restaurant that we were in last night, and he was going to take it for his nap station. Every time I go down to the launch zone, Katie, have you seen Rusty anywhere? I'm like, yeah, he's having a nap. Well, we aren't pushing the boat back in 5 minutes. Here we are. Oh no, Rusty's not going to be allowed in because he has no pass.
I wonder if this is the day they don't allow us in.
No, move everywhere with confidence in life and you'll be fine. Open sesame.
Sesame.
Wow, it's hot.
It is hot.
It's really hot.
Oh my.
Rusty, he's such a relaxed, chilled guy. He knows so much about what he does. He's a really fun guy to be around in that sense.
I like finding out what Katie likes, and we put that together and find out the best ways to make it work for the both of us.
Yeah.
It's all about the start here, I think, so you
Yeah.
gotta use it. The overtaking is gonna be very hard. The strategy is definitely big here in E1.
There's so many things that are out of our control or that we can't calculate as pilots, to do with the starts, to do with the water conditions, and to do with the weather. That's why the teamwork is so important in boats, because the elements change all the time, and so our parameters that we're working with also change.
It's been interesting how the relationship has developed over these first races. They're quite different characters, very different backgrounds. Luckily for me, their driving styles and their feedback is very similar.
They're constantly pushing each other. Katie's really data-driven. Rusty does a little bit more by feel. It's kind of like in his bones. But between the two of them, Katie pushing Rusty a bit more on the data and Rusty giving Katie that feedback about what good might feel like in the boat, we've really seen both of them elevate their game.
We're in Italy with 9 teams renewing their rivalries at the E1 Lago Maggiore GP.
They're going. Here we go.
And away we go.
Boost, let's go, let's go. Go inside, inside, inside.
Team AlUla have struggled off the start line.
Barney, I'm thinking long lap, don't follow here, you agree? And we'll try and get some clean water.
Try to get some clean water. Let's go, Katie.
We've got Jasmine, who's joined the team. This was her first weekend being lead spotter.
Good, perfect. Hold your position. Let's go, Katie.
Chris, he is also in his role as a kind of backup spotter.
I think keep the short lap, don't you, Barney?
I have a line to those spotters. We're discussing the strategy through the race. We make a call together. Obviously the numbers are important, the timing and the analysis of the race strategy, but they might see something on the course that completely changes that.
We have to go long, I guess.
Yeah, we've got to go long now.
Okay.
Now let's see what happens with AlUla doing the long lap. This is where it's going to be tight.
Keep it. Keep the pace up.
Katie, unfortunately, crosses the line in 4th place.
Our best lap time was better than
Blue Rising, Katie, so the racing was very good.
It was pretty hard to manage to try and get good pace on the straights. We lost it on the start though, to be honest with you. It's so tight, you've got to be there on the start, and so we need to have a look at that and see what we can adjust. There's still a long day ahead. When you've been in sport for a long time, you realise that actually, statistically, most of the time you're not winning. So that means you're losing or you're coming second or third.
Good job. It was.
You were fast on Brazil when you were trying.
Yeah. Next session, we're going into the group stage race 2, the starting 4th, and if we win, we go directly to the final. If we get 2nd or 3rd, we go to the race-off.
Honestly, I could happily sit in the garage and just wait for someone to come and tell me the result, because I find it really stressful.
Rusty Wyatt has had some really good starts in the past, and he's just almost sitting off there a little bit to have more time to get up to top speed. Yeah, he's gone early.
I think we're early.
Let's go, let's go. Close it.
Perfect.
Perfect. Hold it. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
AlUla, that was really tight, but away we go.
Get in, boyo.
Let's go. Rusty, you can do it.
Whoa, that was close.
It's almost foil to foil as we come down towards the end of the lap.
Push, push,
Brady
push,
on the
push,
side.
push,
Push, push, push, push, push.
It's just been confirmed.
A long lap penalty for Team AlUla.
It was a jump start.
It was really good, but there must have only been a 10th or 2 in it. Yeah.
Rusty Wyatt has to do that long lap. One of them standard, one of them as a penalty.
We have to come out in front of Brazil.
It's going to be very tight on the rejoin now between Team Brazil and Team AlUla. Now Brazil are going to get caught up in all the weight behind.
Stay tight.
Over the line they go then for that 3rd place.
Nice one, Rusty. He's done well with 2 long laps and he's still got 3rd.
That was tough. That was tough.
I knew I was a bit early because I was creeping up on it. I didn't have 0% throttle. I knew it was going to be close, but still got a chance to get in the final.
It's the race off. The top 3 teams in this race will proceed to the final.
Just want to get through to the finals. I don't like the place where it's deciding who's the worst of the 4. No. But I don't know, like what I want really is John Peters and Aoki to just take each other out and then the rest of the boats go through. That's fine.
this year the standout team for me has been Aoki. The pilots, Mashayal and Danny, and they found something in that boat that has just put them ahead of the rest.
Here we go. They'll blast their way past the Marshalls boat with a yellow flag.
Boost, Katie. Come on, boost, 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 boost.
Start is only properly on if that's a green flag. Oh, that's a jump start.
They've got both jump starts.
We might see long lap penalties coming that way.
Look at that in the background. That got really close there.
I don't know if they had contact there, no?
AlUla and Drogba were very, very close.
Katie, did you have contact confirmed?
Yeah, they hit me from behind.
Come on, get some pace, pick it up. We're fighting for third here.
One more lap to go, but the two at the front still have one more long lap.
We should be in with a okay shout here, because they've got an extra long lap and they've got a long lap. We shouldn't be a million miles away.
Aoki going around the long lap, and AlUla, who managed to get that third place.
Come on, Katie, big push.
Come on, Katie.
Aoki just with Katie Munnings and AlUla slotting into fourth. That is the difference then for Katie Munnings and for AlUla between the final and the place race. AlUla are fourth. You've got to feel for Katie Munnings because she was in close attendance to the top three and got hit there by Drogba at the end of the opening lap. It pushed them right to the back of the pack.
You're not going to get much from me, sorry.
So many boats are jump starting now just for position on the straight, because if you get clean water then you can afford to take 2 long laps and still come out in front of everyone else because it's so much slower in the dirty water. So I think that's the way that a lot of the boats have gone, which is a shame.
We need someone getting a 30-second penalty now, or 20-second penalty.
We're hearing there's a protest against Aoki.
There might be a possibility for us to get into the final. Aoki got a penalty, probably for jumping the start. It should be, I don't know, another extra penalty.
Everyone's got to play by the rules, so let's see what they say.
Looks like they're going to apply a penalty to Aoki. So that switches the order and puts us into the final. Good news for now.
So, with that disqualification for Aoki, Team AlUla have been promoted into third and into the final. But the question is the boat going to be ready in time after that collision with Drogba?
We took some damage from one of the other boats, and at first it looked like it was quite cosmetic and wasn't going to be a big drama for us.
Just the fiberglass.
Just
made quite a mess of the carbon on there, no?
Yeah. I'm worried it's cracked one of the housing plates that go over the solid bushes. Given charging and then creating out procedure, I don't think we've got enough time to fix it if it is broken. So, yeah.
The more we looked into the issue, it became quickly quite apparent that there was some real damage in the boat. We've actually cracked the hull.
The boat can't continue. However, we're just working with E1 and the UIM to see if we can use a spare boat in order to be able to compete. Now, we're not going to get the boat ready in time for the first final, but we're asking if we can get it ready for the second final. So we would essentially place 5th in the first final, putting us in lane 5 for the second, and then it would enable us to compete in the best redemption arc that's ever taken place in an E1 race weekend.
There is a boat available on site. Unfortunately, it just wasn't ready to race. It looked at that point like the day was over, but almost that was when the fun was beginning.
I've got a plan. When the base race is finished, we ask every single team, please can we just shove a bit of charge in your boat and go and do some laps. I mean, we should ask everyone. Most are going to say no, we might get one yes. Is there any way we can use your boat to drive in the second final?
When there was the concept of, well, let's go and ask some of the other teams if they'll give us a boat, I thought, is this a bit too far, or is this crazy?
We've obviously missed final one, we forfeited that, but we could still start in lane 5 in final 2. We just don't have a boat. So we're just wondering if one of the guys in the place race...
Would they allow that?
Possibly, yes. Clearly it's a Hail Mary.
These words were coming out of my mouth and I was kind of apologising as I was asking the question and just grateful that the teams didn't just laugh in my face.
I'll ask Marcello, you know.
Yeah, I know. And I don't want to affect your place race or anything, I'm just putting the question out there.
They're all racers as well. They understood my position.
We just need some sort of floating boat. Anything would do at the minute. I'd take a canoe, I'd take a jet ski.
Hello, Rusty. Are you know Drogba? Or you know any team?
Right, I'm going to Miami now.
Ground coin.
Yeah.
No, thank you for at least entertaining the conversation. It's a no from Brazil.
You know Jamie? I just asked Drogba and they were like, yeah, we're keen, just go speak to Jamie.
that teams that were in the place race were offering their boats to us. It shows the camaraderie within the championship in E1, and it's something I've never experienced in motorsport.
We just want to race. I mean, it's so sad to retire with damage from something like that, especially a collision that's not your fault.
You are not taking part in final one, but it's determined the grid of final two. So supposing that you are now jumping in final two and you win.
It's drop.
Understand?
I know, I get it.
It's
But
not possible.
Is it not the same as finishing 5th in final one?
You are finishing in 5 position.
I know, we want to race.
Because you are, I know, I understand your frustration, guy, but we have to apply the rule. It's not fair. If I let you go in the final two, and supposing you arrive second or first,
that's the plan.
And you are not classified. If you start, you are classified. Okay. If you don't start because you have not the boat, you are not classified.
So Miami said yes, we could use that
Yeah.
boat. Drogba said yes, we could use that boat.
Sebastian says no.
In the end, there's a few technical reasons and sporting reasons why that wasn't able to happen.
In the history books today, we'll say Team AlUla landed a 5th place, but that doesn't really tell the full story of a day that was a crazy amount of ups and downs. It feels like it's been 240 hours, not 24 hours.
It sucks when you qualify to the final. You work so hard for that. To not get to race is pretty tough. You have to try everything with a championship like this, but that was dramatic.
We were going racing, then we weren't going racing. We were so many ups and downs, but you know, unfortunately, it just didn't go our way this weekend. But Team AlUla is here to never give up.
We win together, but we also lose together. And it's one Team AlUla. It's not a collection of individuals. We're one group, and that's the thing that's going to help us deliver results in E1.
We're in the mix, and that's where we want to be. We've clearly got things that we can learn, that we can improve on. So next event, we're going to go again.